Welcome to Fast ILA, the UK's leading provider of independent legal advice. You've booked a meeting with one of our lawyers. Before your appointment, this short video will help you understand the document you've been asked to sign in relation to a Disponer Certificate. Don't worry, we're here to guide you step by step so you understand exactly what you're signing. What is a Disponer Certificate? A Disponer Certificate is a legal certificate provided by a solicitor in connection with a property transaction or mortgage. Its purpose is to confirm that the person selling or mortgaging the property is the genuine legal owner. They understand the transaction they are entering into. They have authority to proceed with the transaction. Independent legal advice has been provided where required. The certificate is often relied upon by lenders before they release mortgage funds. Why is this required by the lender? Lenders require reassurance that the property owner is acting knowingly and voluntarily. The transaction is legitimate. The borrower understands the legal implications. There is no fraud, undue influence, or misunderstanding involved. The certificate helps protect the lender where a property is being mortgaged or refinanced. Ownership arrangements are complex. There are concerns regarding vulnerability or pressure. Additional security documents are being signed. It forms part of the lender's legal due diligence process. What does the solicitor confirm? When providing the certificate, the solicitor will usually confirm that they have verified your identity. They have met with you independently. The legal documents have been explained clearly. You appear to understand the nature and effect of the transaction. You are signing voluntarily and without pressure. The solicitor's role is not to advise the lender. Their role is to ensure that you fully understand the transaction and its consequences before proceeding. What are the key risks? Transactions involving a Disponer Certificate can carry significant legal and financial consequences. Depending on the arrangement, your property may become security for a loan. The lender may obtain rights over the property. Failure to repay the mortgage could lead to repossession. You may become bound by long-term financial obligations. Once the documents are signed, the transaction may be legally binding. The lender will rely on the certificate. It may be difficult to challenge the transaction later. What happens if the mortgage is not repaid? If repayments are not maintained, the lender may enforce its security. Possession proceedings may begin. The property may be sold to recover the debt because the lender relies on the signed documents and certificate. It may be difficult to argue later that you did not understand the transaction. The certificate may be used as evidence that independent legal advice was provided. This is why it is important that you fully understand the arrangement before signing. Let's look at an example together. Margaret owned her home outright and agreed to help her son secure business finance by allowing a legal charge to be registered against the property. Before the lender completed the transaction, Margaret was required to receive independent legal advice. Her identity and ownership were verified. The solicitor explained the risks involved. A Disponer Certificate was then provided confirming that Margaret understood the transaction. She was the legitimate owner of the property. She was signing voluntarily. Several years later, the business failed and the lender enforced the charge against the property. Because the documents and certificate had been completed properly, the lender was entitled to rely on the security. The transaction remained legally enforceable. Why is legal advice required? A Disponer Certificate is connected to important legal and financial transactions involving property ownership and lender security. Many people believe they are simply signing administrative paperwork. But in law, these are serious and legally enforceable documents. This is why you're receiving independent legal advice to ensure you fully understand the risks before signing. Please make a note of any questions you have. Your fast ILA lawyer will be happy to explain everything clearly during your call.